I apologize because I should have made this video a lot sooner. So on January 31st, as you can see here, Solana was sitting at $4.06. A friend of mine sent me this video about Solana on January 31st. And then again on April 10th, he said buy Solana, and it was at $20. So this is April 10th, right around the $10 mark, or right around the $20 mark, I mean. And you can kind of see that around right in the top left where it's USD in volume. You can kind of see it's like around $25, $26. So I took his word for it when he said to buy it in April, and I bought some, and now it is sitting at $44.55. So very amazing. Again, I apologize because I should have made this video sooner for my subscribers, but it is not too late. This is not like your just regular Dogecoin or SafeMoon or any of those other altcoins. I think this is a lot more legit, not taken away from Dogecoin or SafeMoon, but let's talk a little bit more about why I think this could be the next type of Ethereum blockchain. And this could absolutely mean nothing to you. A week ago, it meant nothing to me too, but we're going to talk today about why Solana is valuable as a blockchain technology and as a cryptocurrency. So this video is not sponsored by Subaru, but I'm going to send Subaru an invoice because I always advertise to their all of my 10, 20, 30 viewers for Subaru products. I'm going to send them an invoice after this. But anyway, let's dive into what the F Solana is and why is it so valuable. So first thing I want you to do is completely wipe away the money aspect in your mind right now. Don't think about the value and the security that you can get from it. So in terms of like buying the cryptocurrency for the return on investment, yes, you want to invest, yes, but I want you to have a mindset of understanding what Solana actually is, what blockchain is, and the value that it brings. So that way you can actually, in your head later on, come up with the value of your own and not just, base it off of the current day's market, because you got to think about this in a longer term scope and not just in a month to month, day to day, week to week kind of price fluctuation. So anyway, I want you to forget about the money aspect because the technology behind this, we have never seen anything like it since the internet, and that is huge. So the reason being is I think, and a lot of people believe so, this is the next step when it comes to the global economy. So you thought things were moving fast with the internet and, you being able to communicate with a lot of people across the world. You just wait and see what's going to come through this ledger that is connected. Basically, blockchain is looking like a supercomputer with a bunch of computers connected together in a different way from the internet, because there is not autonomous. There is no one system that is, has complete control over the economy or the, system or ecosystem. It is a decentralized system. Anyway, let's get right into it. Solana is basically a, cryptocurrency. Well, actually, it is a blockchain platform that is a security, so it also is a cryptocurrency. So basically, it allows engineers to build crypto apps, so decentralized app that can scale. So it is an engineering focused platform at this moment. So what it is really is just a system for people to build upon. So like Ethereum, a lot of different engineers are able to build on top of Solana. As you can see on screen here, there are a lot of different cryptocurrencies that are already making their headway here. So we have Serum, we have USD Coin, Tether, very, very big names, Chainlink as well. So the other thing is the fees when it comes to Solana, very scalable, very low cost, a lot lower fees than Ethereum, which is a huge problem with Ethereum moving forward. The fees are not necessarily going to be going anywhere, but Solana has very, very low fees. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about who is behind Solana. So the engineers behind Solana are, past engineers from, the big name companies. We're talking Qualcomm, we're talking Apple, we're talking big companies. So a lot of these engineers came together to build upon the blockchain system because, blockchain has become very big when it comes to Bitcoin starting the race, and then Ethereum picking it up the second leg. And then the third thing was Solana kind of coming behind and trying to fix a little bit more of the iteration. So they are working with something called proof of history. So in order to talk a little bit more about that, let's dive under the hood. So here in the white paper, we can see if we go down to proof of history, it is here it says it's a sequence of computation that can provide a way to cryptographically verify passage of time between two events. So basically what this is just a time system for the crypto space or the blockchain space. So the entire blockchain system is like one person shouldn't have control necessarily over another for no reason. It should be like an open system. And the question then becomes who determines the time in the system. And like the other thing is like whenever blockchain transactions are being verified between different systems, who has the say of, okay, which one event came before the other in order to verify that. This is a lot of like technical stuff and I don't want to go too deep into it, but I do want to show you one graph that is going to make things a little bit more clear. So here we have this system or this graph. So imagine yourself, you're a user, right, of Solana, and you're on a blockchain system. So on the left, you can see the user. So we see the blue line. Whenever a user makes a transaction, it is kind of the red line. The red line goes straight to the generator. So that is the leader in the blockchain system. So leader meaning the person that's collecting the transactions in order to pass them on to verifier. So as you can see here, the inbound user transactions goes to the generator, and then the generator is the proof of history, verifying the time that things are coming in and the order that it's coming in, because the blockchain system, it's all these connected computers, but it still has to be, it's a system of like updating in a sense. So like once one computer sends one information, every other computer has to be updated with that information. So that is the blockchain itself. So then once the generator has picked up this information, it passes it on to the verifiers. And then the verifiers basically are the voting system, and they verify that the transaction occurred and like it's it's ready to go, it's all good. And they do that through the peer-to-peer verifying traffic. So they talk to each other, they vote. Once that's casted, they replicate the blockchain broadcast. So they send that information back to the users, updating the entire blockchain network and letting the transactions flow. So I don't want to get too deep into the technical stuff because I personally also do not understand it a lot or too much. I just kind of wanted to show you the system architecture behind what is going on. So anyway, let's talk a little bit more about what makes Solana valuable. A lot of other, Bitcoin is doing the same thing in a similar way. Ethereum also is doing pretty similar things. So I've been diving deeper into the value of blockchain a lot more lately. I was watching a lot of videos on like security tokens, utility tokens, and just what value blockchain technology brings to the us as people, as humans in this world, in this economy that we're trying to create. And really, Solana is just one piece of a greater digitized global economy. So with the internet, we saw you're able to basically make transactions with people across the world. Like the biggest thing when it comes to human globalization across the world is trade. Like first people were traveling to other places to make trades. Now, or later on, they eventually, made better systems in order to, use ships to go around and then planes to go around. And then now we're able to communicate much faster than that, like cell phones. It's mobile now. You can basically make a transaction with someone that is in Europe. If you're in the United States, you can make a transaction with someone in Pakistan. You make a transaction with anybody anywhere in the world. It's still a little bit more limited because in order for transactions to occur, you still have to move currency in some way, shape, form. So this new economy system that's being created here, it creates an economy where people are able to trade without having to move physical like, you know, move anything really like physical when it comes to like money and like verifying that, especially when it comes to verifying money and like, you know, exchanging hands with money. Because what happens when you send money, like remittance, the remittance market, let's talk about that. When you're sending money, for example, to like Africa or something, what happens is, you know, you go to Western Union and then they send it to somebody, and then, you know, or they like process it through their central banking back there, and then it goes to, you know, maybe processors or anything like that, and then the processors get it down to, you know, the person. So there's a lot of like hands being exchanged, and we don't get to see the behind the scenes when it comes to Western Union and how they're moving the money as well. So it's very, very, very tedious process, and basically this eliminates it, creating a global currency. So I don't want to dive too deep into that because this video is more for Solana. But anyway, you know, the thing is just like the instantaneous value that we're getting from this system. So basically Solana is going to be like the next Ethereum in a sense. So Ethereum is become the second most dominant blockchain on, you know, if you go on in the world. So Ethereum, the reason Ethereum was able to do that also was because of they were able to make a platform where other cryptos and other blockchains were able to exist, or blockchain apps are able to exist on top of Ethereum. So this is one huge thing that put them forward, and a lot of different, you know, apps are being built on Ethereum now. So it's very, very valuable. So this means Solana could be the third. So what I've seen from the network effect so far, it's very, very huge, very strong community. And it's not just about the community in this case. It's more so about just Solana and the applications that they are trying to support. Anyway, so I just wanted to bring you a quick video about Solana because, like I said, you know, a friend of mine has been talking to me a little bit about this. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a video with him very soon where he's going to give a better explanation and breakdown of what is going on with Solana, what it is, what it does, and how it is valuable so you can make the best decision. I just wanted to make this video for you really quick because I'm very disappointed in the fact that I didn't make this sooner for y'all, because I was kind of playing it safe. I was playing it very safe because I didn't want to just, you know, throw out another altcoin, because altcoins are very, very volatile, and there's not, you know, really a strong foundation for them yet in the market. So I don't want to just toss out like a bunch of random ideas and have people, you know, lose out on them, or, you know, things like that. So I was trying to be a little bit more careful. Let me know actually, but I think what I'm going to do maybe in the future is just, you know, when ideas come sporadic, I'll just talk about them, but I'll leave disclaimers for people to make their own decisions. Please always make your own decisions. I just talk about things that fascinate me, and I talk about things that excite me, and I also talk about things that I may believe in. It doesn't always mean I'm going to be right, but it is just something that comes to my thoughts in my head, and I just feel like sharing them. So this is your boy Elijah. Thank you for stopping by. This is Solana, and I think Solana could be the next big blockchain. I think it could be the third biggest blockchain in the world. Thanks for coming by. If you're new, definitely like this video, subscribe, because I'll be talking a lot more about cryptocurrency and just investment in general. I also talk a lot about just becoming your best self, how to invest better, and, you know, how to find a career path that you love and you want. So it was your boy Elijah again. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Peace.